From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, India is a spellbinding mosaic of culture, tradition, languages, and an extraordinary mingling civilization. Keeping its age-old culture maintained, today the country is taking huge strides on the path of development. Hello, I'm your host Lipakshi, and today in our episode of My India, we bring you some of the stories that will give a glimpse of our country's diversity. Spring season is all set to spread its wings in India. Popularly known as Makar Sankranti, the period where winter slowly fades into spring is celebrated in different forms in different regions of the country. From Pongal to Lohri, let's see how the country welcomed Uttarayan this year.
India got soaked in festive fever as it observed Makar Sankranti, the most ancient Hindu festival dedicated to God's sun. During this period, sun ends its southward journey and starts moving northwards. The festival also marks the first day of sun's transit into the zodiac sign Makar or Capricorn. Though observed as harvest festival, its cultural significance as well as way of celebration varies across the country. In cities lining the holy rivers, especially Ganga like Haridwar, Ayodhya and Patna, millions of Hindus brave the cold temperatures and begin the day by taking a dip in the holy waters. Their gesture is believed to have the power to wash away all the sins. They also make a Tuladan, a tradition where devotees make offerings to priests and the poor.
मकर संक्रांति के अवसर पे माँ गंगा ने बुलाया तो बस स्नान करने चला आया। स्नान करने से ही लगता है कि मन में पावन भावना आ जाती है।
मकर संक्रांति के प्रति जो श्रद्धा है, इसीलिए तो हम इतने ठंड के बावजूद यहाँ नहाने आए हैं। ठंड तो बहुत ज़्यादा, मतलब नहाने के लिए हिम्मत चाहिए और ये हिम्मत हमारी श्रद्धा से ही आई है।
In states like Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and capital New Delhi, the festival is celebrated as Lohri, that commemorates the harvesting of the rabi or winter crops and also marks the beginning of a new year for the Sikhs. The beats of drums and the inviting flames of a bonfire that defy the freezing winds marks the celebration of this auspicious occasion. As a part of the ritual, eatables such as dry fruits, popcorn, sesame seed and molasses are first thrown in the fire and later served to everyone, spreading abundance and happiness all around.
आप देख ही रहे हैं लोहड़ी का त्यौहार, हर जगह बैंड बाजे बज रहे हैं और सब लोग खुशियों से मना रहे हैं इसको। और ये खुशियों का त्यौहार है, सब लोग एक दूसरे से मिलके मनाते हैं इसको। तो आज हम सभी, हमारे बेटा हुआ है, पहली लोहड़ी है और इसी के साथ हमारे सब रिश्तेदार आए हुए हैं और हम पहली लोहड़ी आज बड़े धूमधाम से सभी लोगों के बीच में मना रहे हैं।
Skies of northern and western parts of India were adorned with colorful kites, as kite flying is an important ritual of the festival. Hundreds of people gather on their rooftops to fly kites and even battle against each other for aerial supremacy. Kite festivals were also organized all around the country where locals and tourists enjoy the winter breeze and flew kites.
बहुत ज़्यादा पतंगें उड़ती हैं आज के दिन, स्पेशली आज जो होती है वो हम लोग की सालाना पतंगें होती है। एक ही कलर की पतंग उड़ती है, जैसे एक कलर मैं नीला उड़ाऊंगा तो ये भाई जो हैं ये हरा उड़ा सकते हैं, तो ऐसे करके पतंग लड़ती है। आज के दिन ऐसे ही पतंग रखी जाती है जिसमें तहरी भोज भी होता है हम लोगों का।
In Tamil Nadu, Makar Sankranti is celebrated as Pongal. During the festival, women make beautiful rangolis, cook rice and milk in earthen pots and watch it overflowing. After adding freshly harvested grains, it is offered to God's sun, which is considered as a sign of abundance as it brings fortune to farmers' life.
पोंगल इसलिए बना रहा है तो अपन किसान लोग नया चावल फसल निकालने के बाद, पहले चावल सूर्य भगवान का, सूर्य शक्ति नहीं है तो कुछ नहीं हो सकता है। सूर्य शक्ति को धन्यवाद देते हुए, नेचर को धन्यवाद देते हुए आज सूर्य पोंगल है।
Now if you pan towards northeastern India, the festival is observed as Bhogali Bihu, especially in Assam. During the occasion, people erect a traditional bonfire called Mechi, a house made of straw, and burn it during the celebration. Various types of rice cakes and other sweets are also prepared during the festival.
असम में हर प्रांत में, बराक हो या ब्रह्मपुत्र हो, पहाड़ हो या घाटी हो, हर प्रांत में आज भोगाली बिहू, माघ बिहू मनाया जा रहा है बड़े धूमधाम से। किसानों का त्यौहार है और सारे देश में अलग अलग नामों से मकर संक्रांति को आज बड़े किसान और हमारे देश के जनता बहुत भक्ति भावनाओं से इसको मना रहा है। मैं सबको आज देश की जनता को, विशेष रूप से किसान जनता को मैं हृदय से शुभकामना देता हूँ।
Makar Sankranti is not only a festival but also the symbol of life, which shows the incredible diversity of cultures and traditions in India. As entire nation welcomes the harvest season amidst the freezing temperature in frosty nights and fog, this festival brings warmth of joy and happiness.
A hallmark of India is its diversity. People from different religious and cultural backgrounds live here amicably. It is this unity that brings people from different walks of life to the Urs of the Sufi saint Nanga Baji Sahib in Rajouri district of Jammu and Kashmir. Take a look.
Every year, thousands of pilgrims and visitors cutting across barriers of caste, creed and religions make their way to a shrine located on a hilltop in Brehvi village of Kalakot constituency. A large mass of people reached the hilltop to commemorate annual Urs of Hazrat Sayyid Ghulam Rasul Shah. Popularly known as Nanga Baji Sahib, the Sufi saint is revered among Hindus, Muslims and other religious communities residing in Jammu and Kashmir.
आज भी यहाँ पे पंजाब, हरियाणा से लोग आए हुए हैं। ये एक अकीदत है लोगों की इस दरबार के साथ, तभी इतनी लाखों की तादाद में लोग आज शिरकत थे। नहीं तो आज एक वक्त ऐसा है कि जहाँ पे लोग नहीं जाते किसी भी ऐसे, तो ये ऐसा दरबार है जहाँ पे लोग हज़ारों की तादाद में हर साल शरीक आते हैं और शिरकत करते हैं और डेली बेसिस पे भी यहाँ पे लोग आते हैं।
Following the footsteps of this great Sufi saint, his grandson Sayyid Muzaffar Hussain Shah Baji invites people from all faiths to his residence to commemorate the Urs. It is believed that Sufi saints' blessings work as medicines for all the ailments of his devotees. The blessings are served in form of langar, a grand meal for his devotees who come a long way to offer prayers in obeisance of their beloved master.
हर मज़हब का आदमी आपको यहाँ मिलेगा, हर तबके का आदमी आपको यहाँ मिलेगा। ये सबसे बड़ी बात है और मैं समझता हूँ कि ये सीख लेने की बात है तमाम उन लोगों को जो लोग मज़हब के नाम पर, समाज के नाम पर लोगों को बांटने की कोशिश करते हैं। ये वाहिद एक ऐसा दरबार है जम्मू खित्ता में जहाँ पे आपसी भाईचारा और प्यार और सबको जोड़ने का दर्द दिया जाता है। तो इसके लिए एक बहुत बड़ी बात है ये पैगाम जो है हम चाहते हैं कि समाज में हर कोने में जाए और समाज में प्यार, मोहब्बत और भाईचारा बढ़े, यही हमारी दुआ है।
Sitting on a high chair during the Urs celebration of his grandfather, Sufi saint Sayyid Muzaffar Hussain Shah Baji observed harmonious proceedings carried out in the valley. Irrespective of their caste and religion, people offer obeisance to the saint and get his blessings in return. It simply reaffirms the fact that amity between different religious communities has been a way of life in India since ages, and it will continue to strengthen the social fabric in times to come.
And now a roundup of some of the major stories that made news recently.
India celebrated its 75th Army Day in southern Bengaluru city, marking the first celebration of the annual event outside New Delhi. Various regiments of the Indian Army participated in the parade and performed stunts as a show of their strength. The Chief of Indian Army was accorded with the Guard of Honor before he addressed the event.
यह पहला अवसर है जब आर्मी डे परेड और उससे जुड़े अन्य कार्यक्रम राजधानी दिल्ली से बाहर आयोजित किए जा रहे हैं। इससे सेना को देशवासियों से जुड़ने का सुनहरा मौका मिला है। मुझे यकीन है कि इससे हमारे रिश्ते और मजबूत होंगे।
India celebrates its Army Day every year, marking Field Marshal K.M. Cariappa's taking over as the first Chief of Indian Army from General Francis Butcher, who was the last British Chief of Indian Army in the year 1949. Locals and tourists in Kashmir reveled in joy as Srinagar city turned into a winter wonderland. During winters, holidaying crowds from the plains of India and other parts prefer to spend their time in the states of Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and Jammu and Kashmir to experience snowfall.
टूरिस्ट भी यहाँ पर आते हैं, वो भी बर्फ़ का मज़ा लेते हैं. बहुत अच्छा लगता है उनको. गुलमर्ग में भी जाना, यहाँ पर भी श्रीनगर में भी अच्छा लग रहा है.
Snow-covered parks and roads made for a splendid landscape. Tourists made the most of the weather as they were seen clicking photographs and playing with snow.
And now we will take you to Aurangabad city of Maharashtra, where showcasing a gesture of religious unity and brotherhood, a Muslim man had given his land for organizing Shiv Puran, a 5-day-long Hindu religious program. Take a look.
India is a country where examples of peaceful coexistence and religious harmony could be easily spotted in every nook and corner of the country. It is quite common to see people of different religious communities not just actively participating in each other's festivals, but also contributing to them in all possible ways. A recent example was seen in the Parbhani town of Maharashtra, where a Muslim family offered 60 acres of land for organizing Shiv Puran, a 5-day-long religious Hindu program.
रिसेंटली हमारे यहाँ लक्ष्मी नगरी में शिव पुराण कथा हुई, जिसके ऑर्गेनाइज़र थे हमारे यहाँ के एमपी श्री संजय जादव जी. उन्हें उस कथा के लिए हमारी जगह समझ में आई. हमने बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए उनको उसके लिए हाँ बोल दिया और अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह उनका इवेंट आज सक्सेसफुल हो गया. हमारे यहाँ कुछ टाइम पहले एक इज्तिमा भी हुआ था, उसके लिए सारे हिंदू भाइयों ने अपनी अपनी जगह दी थी. यही हमारे परभनी की स्पेशलिटी है.
It was when a politician was looking for a place to organize the event, the Sayyed family offered their land as a gesture of brotherhood between the two communities. The gesture of this family is winning hearts and is also making rounds on media.
5 दिवसीय इस कथा के आयोजन में सबसे अहम बात ये थी कि जिस जगह पर ये इतना बड़ा प्रोग्राम मुनक्किद किया गया, उसमें जगह का जो मालिक है वो एक मुस्लिम भाई है और दुनिया में एक मिसाल यहाँ पर परभनी में कायम की है कि हिंदू भाइयों के इस जो पुराण के कथा में एक मुस्लिम भाई ने हमें जगह यहाँ पर प्राप्त कर दी है. एक भाईचारा इस देश में जो बढ़ना चाहिए उसका एक सबसे बड़ा प्रतीक, एक मिसाल यहाँ पर दी गई है.
It is through instances like these that India stands as an undefeatable example of one of the most secular nations around the world.
And now we bring you a few short stories about the recent developments and happenings from around the world in our section of World in Focus.
Revelers dressed in red, some wearing huge masks and belts strung with large copper bells, danced in a Bulgarian village to drive away evil spirits and bring in good health and crops for the new year. Surva is held every January and is a mixture of Christian and pagan rituals that can be traced back to Thracian times.
Всички, които са извън нашето село, това е единствения празник, който идват да го посетят. По една година може да ги няма, но на този ден са на село Кошарел.
The dancers are known as Survakars or Cookers, and some wear handmade wooden masks decorated with feathers which can be up to 2 meters high. The loud clanging of the bells on their belts is believed to ward off evil and diseases. On Friday night at the start of the festival, Survakars danced around a bonfire with flaming torches and paraded for people who came to watch. Japanese citizens have started thronging various shrines and temples as the Japanese New Year has officially begun. Omikuji are fortune-telling papers that predict future. Shiki-hu-kujin are the 7 lucky gods of good luck. Witnessing these scenes during the Japanese New Year is quite a common sight. During the month of January in 2023, many people visited the Sensoji Temple in Asakusa, Tokyo to pay their New Year's visit. Due to the new coronavirus, the number of visitors to the Sensoji Temple for Hatsumode has reduced. New Year's visits have been restricted for last 2 years, so this year fewer people paid the homage to Hatsumode at Sensoji Temple. Hatsumode is the first visit to a shrine or temple in the new year. This is a traditional Japanese New Year's event. People are thankful for the past year and pray for a safe and peaceful year ahead.
平和に生きれるように
今年もいいことがありますようにみたいな感じですかね。今年もよろしくお願いしますみたいな。
In Japan, many people had their jobs affected by the new coronavirus for the past 3 years. Many Chinese people come to Hatsumode wearing Japanese kimonos, and Westerners enjoy sceneries at Japanese temples and shrines. In Japan, people can now move freely. Many people can be seen praying for a good new year. A new high-tech study has revealed nearly 1,000 ancient Maya settlements, including 417 previously unknown cities linked by what may be the world's first highway network and hidden for millennia by the dense jungles of northern Guatemala and southern Mexico. It is the latest discovery of roughly 3,000-year-old Maya centers and related infrastructure, according to a statement on Monday from a team from Guatemala's Juarez Anthropological Research Foundation overseeing the so-called LIDAR studies.
LIDAR captured 1,700 acres or kilometers squared of terrain, exposing all of the built features and their interconnections with hydraulic systems, with transportation networks, causeways, and residential zones, agricultural zones, and also how this cultural system was interconnected with the natural system.
The findings were first published last month in the journal Ancient Mesoamerica. All of the newly identified structures were built centuries before the largest Maya city-states emerged, ushering in major human achievements in maths and writing. LIDAR technology uses planes to shoot pulses of light into dense forest, allowing researchers to peel away vegetation and map ancient structures below. Among the details revealed in the latest analysis are the ancient world's first ever extensive system of stone highways or superhighways, according to the researchers. The latest finds date to the so-called middle to late pre-classical Maya era, from around 1000 to 350 BC, with many of the settlements believed to be controlled by the metropolis known today as El Mirador. Japan is a popular tourist destination around the world. Beautiful, picturesque sceneries and architectural wonders such as Mount Fuji and Kyoto, which are visited by many tourists from around the world. Last October, Japanese government decided to promote travel to domestic travel and ease the entry of foreign tourists. The tourism business in Japan is picking up pace in 2023. In the new year 2023, it is crowded with tourists in Tokyo who are flocking the Imperial Palace, Tokyo Station made of bricks, and the Sky Tree of the 634-meter-high observation tower.
Tokyo is an incredible city. Yeah, it's much bigger than what I'm used to back home, but the people are very friendly and very welcoming. People here are very safe with their masks and take a lot of very good precautions, and I feel perfectly safe here.
The downtown area of Tokyo is called Ginza. There are luxury brand stores and large department stores. The Pedestrian Paradise event, which had been cancelled in COVID-19, resumed last year. During the weekend and national holidays, the road is open for visitors.
In a first-of-its-kind initiative, authorities in the Kashi city of Uttar Pradesh have organized a hot air balloon and boat festival to promote the religious city as a budding tourist destination. A total of 12 teams competed with each other in boat racing, and agencies from 5 countries were roped for the hot air balloon event.
Locals and tourists in Varanasi city of Uttar Pradesh braved the winter chills and gathered at the Dashashwamedh Ghat to witness the boat and hot air balloon festival. An initiative of the Uttar Pradesh Tourism Department, the 3-day festival aims to attract more tourists to the holy city. A first one for Kashi, people started thronging the ghat early morning with edibles, caps and water bottles to secure a perfect spot. Marking the beginning of the event, a mesmerizing cultural dance performance was also organized.
इससे तो हम लोग का पहले तो जो हम लोग का शरीर है वो फिटनेस बहुत बढ़िया रहेगा और ये हमारा प्राचीनतम नगरी है और इस जो पिछले वर्षों हमारे दादा परदादा हर हफ्ता में रेस कराते थे, अब तो देखने को कम मिलता है, लेकिन ये माननीय मोदी योगी जी की तरफ से ये जो कार्य युवाओं को प्रोत्साहन मिल रहा है और प्रोत्साहन की राशि भी अच्छी है, इसलिए हम लोग इसमें तन मन धन से लगे हैं और ये जीत के साथ इस उत्साह को मनाना चाहते हैं.
Unlike previous instances, this time there was a professional touch to the teams formed by the tourism department for the race. In a course of 3 days, a total of 12 teams competed with each other. Prior to the boat race, the morning skies were adorned with beautiful hot air balloons. Agencies in 5 countries, including the United States, Japan and Canada, were roped in for the festival.
आप देख रहे हैं बोट रेसेस हो रही हैं, बलून फ्लाइट्स हो रही हैं और टेंट सिटी ऑफ कॉस्ट लगी है. तो हमें वाराणसी को नंबर 1 टूरिस्ट डेस्टिनेशन बनाना है पूरे इंडिया में, इसीलिए हम ये सारी कोशिशें कर रहे हैं.
A 3-kilometer stretch from Dashashwamedh Ghat to Raj Ghat has been mapped out for the race. The race route covered Mehta Ghat, Panch Ghat and Kashi Vishwanath Dham. The hot air balloon took off from Central Hindu Boys School and Banaras Hindu University grounds.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. I'm your host Lipakshi, and it's goodbye from the entire production team.